Shout out to mighty LDBC. I am IAmILLWiLL, LDBC, or Nathaniel, and welcome to my good old live stream. Come on in and pull up a chair. Come on in and pull up a chair. It is more violent than... Pull up a chair. Pull up a chair. Pull up a chair. Pull up a chair. Come on in, make sure you smash the like button. Jesse Farmer, what's good, bro? Pull up a chair. Mahari, what's up, bro? CC Motion, salute, man. 6ATCC, what's up, man? What's happening? Come on in, pull up a chair. Pull up a chair, pull up a chair. These folks here are the most disgusting bunch of individuals I've ever seen in my entire life. What's up with it, Shelton? Yeah, buddy. 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 Let's get this party started, shall we? Y'all make sure y'all smash the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're close to getting to 8,000 subscribers. I'm like 91 away from 8,000 subscribers. Garrett, what's up with it, man? Justin, what's up, bro? Yeah, ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Yeah, ta-ta-ta-ta. Oh, don't worry, Sheldon. You about to hear it. I'm about to let you listen to this stupid bitch. I'm gonna stop. Let me stop. Because I want y'all to hear what this stupid lady said on CNN. I want y'all to hear this lady. I want y'all to hear what she says on CNN with her name is Jillian Michaels. She used to be like a gym whore or something. Baby J, what's up, queen? How you been? I know you working and stuff. But I want y'all to hear. Jesse, where you go? You were just saying you missed your boo. You said you missed her. Hey, I'm going to tell, too. I'm going to show enough tell. Baby J, Jesse saying how much he missed his boo. He didn't see you in the chat. Yeah. You see Jesse now. You see him. You see him in here now, showing out. But talking about bye. He ain't going no daggone well. He got his boo in here tonight, doggone it. Got his boo tonight. Got his boo tonight. Da, da, da. Now, let me show y'all how they try to rewrite history, okay? And there we go.
He's gone into the Smithsonian, and he's effectively now has some random person deciding what is appropriate for the Smithsonian to teach in terms of American history, things that don't offend parts of the MAGA base, right? So we're now literally reviewing parts of American history and parts of American culture to make sure it comports with dear leader. And
tell him, Baby J, he ain't going nowhere.
Some of those things that are in there? Because have you looked at some of the things?
Just listen.
Slavery was a bad thing we should talk about.
Okay.
Like,
he's not whitewashing slavery. So
he's not?
He's not. No, okay. He's not. And you cannot tie imperialism and racism and slavery to just one race, which is pretty much what every single exhibit does. But let's talk about the fact that when you look at
slavery in America was.
Do you realize that only less than 2% of white Americans owned slaves?
But it was a system of white supremacy.
You realize that slavery is thousands of years old?
White people were
Do you know who was the first race to try to end slavery? Well, what's controversial?
I'm very surprised.
This is an extraordinary exercise in historical revisionism.
I'm really surprised.
Do you realize that?
Jillian, I'm surprised that you're trying to litigate who was the beneficiary of slavery and who was not.
What I'm trying to tell you is that
in the context of American history,
okay.
In the context of American history, what are you saying is incorrect by saying that
it
was white people oppressing black people?
Every single thing is like, oh, no, this is all because white people bad. And that's just not the truth. Like, for example, every single exhibit I have...
Let me stop. This bitch literally just said, everybody's saying white people bad. She literally just said white people bad. She literally just said that only 2% of white people in America own slaves. She
have a list of every single one. Like, people migrated from Cuba because white people bad. Not because of Castro. Yes, no, it's in there. That's what I'm saying. You don't actually know what's in there. Do you know that when you walk in the front door,
what exactly,
the first thing you see is a gay flag?
Jillian, you have a lot of stuff in front of you.
Yeah, I do,
What
because
exactly
I don't, because here's the
are
thing.
you talking about?
Okay, I'll give you an example.
Yeah, please.
There's one called Change Your Game, right? This has been an installation there. Is gender testing fair in sports? Does that, and then it goes on.
You see how she tried to do her best Nancy Mason impersonation by obsessing over other people's genitalia? Y'all see that? Y'all see that? DS3, what's up, man?
To talk about how it's complex to do gender testing in sports. It's not complex. It's basic science.
What does that have to do with American fucking history? You just literally just said white people ain't bad and only 2% of white people in America own slaves. Brent Fox, my brother, what's good, bro? This bitch just literally just said that 2% of white people own slaves and white people bad. She left out Jim Crow. She left out black codes. She left out literally hundreds of years of white people blowing up black. No, I'm gonna get her ass.
That's untrue. It's XX chromosome, XY chromosome. That's sports. Is it fair to have biological men competing against biological?
What the fuck does that have to do with the Smithsonian? Please, anybody tell me that. These motherfucking dingbats that get on these news talk shows are the dumbest sons of bitches on this planet. Jillian Michaels is a dumb bitch. I'll just say that now. They can't have someone like me on this bullshit ass show. You can't have somebody on this show like me. She literally came off her raggedy flat ass and said, white people bad. Only 2% of white people own slaves. Now,
Women in sports? No, but why is this in the Smithsonian? So it's been completely captured.
First of all, I don't.
And it's totally partisan.
First of all, we don't have time to litigate all of this.
Of course we don't, because then you're going to lose the argument.
No.
Everything is racialized, just like you're trying to do to me now.
Excuse me.
It's like, I can't believe you're trying to suggest, that slavery
just to be
is a good
clear,
thing.
you brought up race.
No,
this was a conversation about the arts, and you brought up race.
It isn't.
You brought up.
But the whole point of this is that the issue
you brought up slavery, and you brought up the question of whether. You brought up the question of whether or not.
She literally brought up slavery talking to another white woman on the panel. And then when Abby Phillips asked this stupid bitch why you brought up slavery, then you started obsessing about people's genitalia and trans people, like you fucking weirdos love to do. But I ain't never seen her ask a question about those Epstein files. I ain't hear one question about Epstein files and child raping and child fucking that white men love to do in this country. I ain't hearing one question of that.
Slavery in the United States is about race. The answer is yes.
I did not say
in the United States.
Don't straw man my argument, because that's not what I said.
So what are you talking about?
Slavery, and what I was talking about is that this isn't really about that. When you make every single exhibit about white imperialism when it isn't relevant at all, that is a problem. So when you're talking about Cubans leaving Cuba and you make it about white people bad, that's not accurate.
White people are fucking terrible. Let me fucking say it. Let me say it now. Let me say it with evidence. White people have been proven to be fucking terrible. You were terrible to each other during the Crusades when you was burning white women at crosses and stakes because you thought they were witches, or throwing them in iron fucking caskets because you thought they were witches. You did that. You was killing each other overseas before you migrated your goofy asses over to the United States, and you killed most of the indigenous people that live here with your nasty ass fucking habits because you didn't know how to wash your ass. You had the bubonic plague and 30 other fucking diseases that you brought over here. Let's talk about it. Since she said, white people bad. You are bad. Who was throwing rocks and tomatoes and shit and hurling racial slurs at a 6-year-old going to fucking school, Ruby Bridges? Who was doing that? Was it black people doing that? Was it the indigenous people doing that? No, it was your literally white ass. Your white ass ancestors was doing that shit. They were. See, until America, look at this bitch. We're better than you. Where? Where are you better than me at? Where? You're not smarter than me. You're not stronger than me. You're not faster than me. You got to cheat in order for you to get an advantage. Or you got to disenfranchise people that look like me so that we don't get in and whoop your monkey ass in everything that we do. You ain't better than me at sports. You ain't better than me at thinking. You ain't better than me at dancing. You ain't better than me at shit. You're better than me at killing people and raping babies. That's what you're better at. You're better than that. You're better at that. You're better at raping little girls. You're good at that. You fucking clown. Let's talk statistical data, bruh. Let's talk statistical data. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Data, facts. Let's talk about that. Not your fucking whiny ass, bitch made ass feelings that you made up because you're a fucking Klansman and you're a fucking child fucker protector. Let's move that aside. Let's talk about real fucking facts. You ain't better than me at shit. That's why you gotta cheat the game every time. You had to bring in and drag over black labor for you to get rich. Then when they made you, you had to fight a war and lose because you wanted to own black people. Then you lied about it. Then you sent these raggedy ass, flat-faced, thin-lipped monkeys that go out, called the Daughters of Confederacy, that go out and lie about you getting your ass whooped in the Civil War. That's a fact. The Daughters of Confederacy, the Red Shirts, and the White League, they all went around this country lying about the Confederacy getting their lily white asses whooped all over this fucking country because they wanted to own black bodies. That's a fact. Unmitigated fact. I don't give a fuck how your little whiny bitch made ass feelings feel. I don't care. Fuck that raggedy ass, that flat face, lip injection filled bitch right here who's talking about, well, white people bad. Y'all are bad. Y'all are terrible. Y'all are terrible. You've been terrible. And the worst part about it is, you know you're terrible, but you're too much of a fucking coward to admit it. See, black people have been admitting that we got problems in our community. We've been acknowledging that for a long fucking time. I ain't never seen a black person get up and hold somebody black in the wrong. Oh, man, it's all right. He can go out here and rape as many little girls as he want to. I have never in 46 years have I ever seen a black man walk up to another black man who just molested a little girl and make sure he make it. Bullshit. He got his ass whooped or he lucky he even walked out of that bitch alive. I have seen you white motherfuckers defending a fucking pedophile. Y'all defend Trump like you defend Trump before you defend your own self. You will defend Trump before you defend your own daddy. It's evidence everywhere. I don't give a fuck how you feel about it. This bitch literally said on national TV and said that white people only own 2% of the slaves. They only own 2%. Meanwhile, in the Confederate States of America, 25 to 50% of white people, that's mean 1 in every 4 white person in the South, in the Confederate South, owned fucking slaves. Oops. Oops, I bet you. None of you fuckers even did the research, have you? Keep Trump in power at all costs. For what? For what? I hope you're willing to die for him. Because that's where you're pushing this country to, a war. And y'all gonna lose again because you're racist and stupid and you're ignorant. Hey, I swear to God, if y'all are so fucking supreme, why do y'all gotta steal everybody else's culture? I don't want to see none of y'all racist asses in Mexican restaurants. I don't want to see y'all listening to hip-hop music, R&B music, jazz music, country music, wearing blue jeans, because all that shit came from our culture. All that shit came from Mexican culture, Spanish culture, Latino culture. That shit came from there. That didn't come from y'all. I want to see y'all do some shit on y'all own without stealing it from somebody and taking credit for it, like you always do. I'm a racist black guy. Prove I am. Prove I'm racist. By telling the truth, you and your little ass feelings, oh, poor little tink tink. Oh, little feeling hurt. Oh, that black man telling the truth on me. He wastes his call. He telling truth on me. Oh, white people bad. You are. The moment you fuckers wake up and realize how terrible y'all are, that's when we can really change this country for the betterment of everybody instead of just you greedy fuckers. Now y'all just gave all y'all money to all these rich bastards. Now when your health care gets shut down next year, when your fucking food stamps get cut off at the end of this year, when your skyrocketing prices and everything from Trump's stupid ass tariff war goes into full effect, oh, yeah, I don't want to hear one of you bitch-ass monkeys get on this internet talking about, I voted for Trump, I'm sorry, I voted for Trump. Because he's fucking y'all real good. Real good. Slow and methodical. Looking you right dead in your face, too. Ugh. Looking y'all right dead in y'all... Looking y'all right dead in y'all face. Jesus, the angels, and most saints be white. Sure, buddy. Sure. Look at him. Look at you. Look at you mad. You and your feelings now. This black man done made y'all mad as a bitch, ain't it? You're a monkey. I've never seen a full lip monkey a day in my life, but I've seen plenty of thin lip ones, though. You look just like them. Monkey DNA ain't in mine. Monkey DNA is in yours. So it's Neanderthal. Neanderthal is a subspecies of what? Primates, simians. You're fucking mad, ain't you? You mad. You mad because this black man knows his real history, ain't you? Oh, that's cute. That is cute. Man, I love making y'all mad. Y'all be getting mad, raged, fucking texting and shit. Y'all mad as shit, ain't you? Good. So, shout out to Mahari in the super chat. He said Newsom is bullying Trump, and I'm loving it. I love it too. I love it too. I love it too. These motherfuckers are mad as a bitch. Y'all mad. I'm glad you mad. Be mad. Good. I hope that move you to change your racist ass ways. I hope you do. I hope you move. I hope you move to change your racist ass cave demon ways so we can make this country what it's supposed to be. Great for everybody. How the fuck am I racist if I want equality for everybody? How am I racist? You want equality for yourself. You want everything for yourself. That's the reason why your monkey ass voted for this raggedy ass orange retard Trump anyway, ain't it? Because you thought Trump was only going to fuck over the black people and the immigrants. That's what you thought. The brown immigrants. My bad. Let me correct myself. Because you thought Donald Trump was only going to fuck over the black folks and the immigrants and all them folks. They weren't going to fuck with your trailer park dwelling ass. Huh? That's what you thought. You thought that, didn't you? That's why you mad at me. This bitch literally said on TV lying about history. Just lying. Just lying her ass off. Tying it. She's doing the infamous weave like Trump's stupid ass like to do. Talk about a whole bunch of shit at the same time, not knowing what the fuck they're talking about. This bitch literally said on TV and lied about slavery in America. Slavery, the unforgivable sin made by America. America profited off of it, still profits off of it, and you motherfuckers want to go back to it. That's why you are all so obsessed with that Make America Great Again bullshit. That's the reason why. Look at all y'all getting blocked. Look at you, just getting mad, coming here and get blocked. Lord have mercy. Have mercy. 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 I done seen these motherfuckers try to scapegoat and use black slave owners and shit like that after Reconstruction and shit like that. I done seen that. Oh, I done seen it. Lord have mercy. I done seen it. I done seen it. I done seen every excuse these fucking racist motherfuckers tried to make. I done seen every excuse. How many black people sold other blacks into slavery? Blacks sold other blacks to slavery. They did. They sold them into slavery. That's slave. That's sold blacks. Slavery's 1,000 years old. The only country to monetize slavery and have chattel slavery the way the U.S. did was the U.S. Other countries use slavery as a term of endearment. That means after war, when they went to war with each other. The reason why the black people, Africans, even though Africa is a huge ass, one of the biggest continents on the planet, with over 54 different countries inside of that one continent, they try to jumble up every last one of those countries to make it sound like one black person sold all of us into slavery. You fucking dumbasses. There were prisoners of war. The only people who made chattel slavery a thing where they owned generations after you were dead and gone was America. That is a fact. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it's the facts. The facts, the facts, the facts. No need to come in here trying to say, man, see the Irish, they were slaves too. See, the Irish did worse than the black people. Lie again. Look at you lying. Just lying to yourself. Too pussy to admit America used black labor to enrich itself, to make itself the super fucking capital of the world, to benefit off free labor, and the abuse of black people that look like me. Your pussy ass is too much of a coward to even admit that. You too much of a fucking coward to even admit that. Ant Banks, what's good, bro? You too much of a fucking pussy to admit that. And you yet come up, oh, you're whining and crying, and you're crying, you're whining. Y'all want to be victims playing the race card. The race card. But you niggas are all, y'all built this country based on race. You established your hierarchy based on race. You do shit now based on race. Look at Trump's White House. How many black people in there? Since it ain't about race. How many black people in Trump's White House? I've seen one coon in Trump's White House. And he's a part, where is the secretary of? The same place Ben Carson goofy ass was. HUD. That's wild. You fucking still won't admit it. That's the problem with America. That's why we'll never go nowhere. And we're going to fail. America's going to fail. It's going to fail miserable. It's gonna fail miserably. It's gonna fail. Just like your stupid ass argument. Man, the Democrats was the party of slavery. The Democrats was the party of the Ku Klux Klan. Now tell me this. If the Democrats was the party of slavery, and the Democrats is the party of the Ku Klux Klan, then why is it Republicans fighting to keep the Klan alive? Why is it Republicans the ones fighting to keep the racist Confederate statues alive? Why is Pete Hegseth, a Republican, fighting so hard to rename, from taking the names away from prestigious Medal of Honor winners from these army bases and renaming them to fucking traitors to this country? Tell me that. I don't see not now one Democrat fighting for slavery or fighting to keep the heritage alive. The South will rise again. I ain't seen not one Democrat. Not one. Not one. I ain't seen one. I ain't seen one. Y'all seen one? Y'all seen it? I ain't seen it. I ain't seen. Babe, you seen the Democrat fighting for slavery? To keep slavery alive and keep the Confederacy alive and what? You see them? Oh, okay. I thought so. When you ain't seen it either. I ain't seen it either. I must have been overlooking it. So y'all come in here I remember all you fucking racist goofballs coming here hey, Trill Will, The Democrats is the party of the Klan. We're the party of Lincoln. Lincoln was the one that freed the slaves. Lincoln was the one that freed the slaves. I asked y'all a question one time. I already asked y'all, hey, if you put these two parties in a time machine and send them back to Jim Crow, which one looks like which? You never answer that one. So I'm asking y'all a different question this time. Which party is fighting to keep the Confederacy alive and well? Which party is the party of fucking racists? Which party has all the white supremacy groups backing them? Which party had the sheer adoration from David Duke, a fucking Grand Wizard? Which party? Wasn't the Dems. No one cares. You care because you here. Y'all motherfuckers kill me. Y'all be trying to run, duck, dodge, crawl, booty shake, tap toe, and pussy pop right on about that question, ain't you? Y'all can't ever hold yourselves accountable for shit. That's the reason why y'all, every time black people talk about their oppression and what y'all did to them, y'all always turn that shit on thinking black people are racist for bringing this shit up. Oh, you're racist for telling me how racist I really am. You're a racist for talking about Jim Crow. You're a racist talking about the Constitution and thinking of black people being 3/5 of a human being. You're a racist, Will. You're a racist. You're a racist, Will. You're a racist. Sure I am, bud. Sure, I'm a racist. No, I'm a realist. And you can't handle me being real. Hence the name Trill. You can't handle me being trill and standing on business. You can't handle the fact that I can call out and tell you, because I know with historical data, that you are the worst piles of dog shit in the history of humankind. They lied to you. Let me ask y'all another question, since y'all don't want to answer that question. What did you poor white people get for hanging black people with your hanging lynch parties? Like you did Hayes Turner? Like you did his wife Mary Turner on the Folsom Bridge? You know those postcards that y'all was sending around to your buddies? Tens of thousands of y'all coming to see a black body swing from a tree? But you talking about white bad. And you getting in your feelings because real history hurts. It's supposed to. It's supposed to make you want to do better. Boogs in the super chat said they hate participation trophies but fight to keep Confederate statues. Make it make sense. Salute, Trill. Salute to you, man. That's a fact. They love participation trophies. That's the only ones they can earn. Again, I'm going to keep asking y'all until y'all start asking, till you look at that proverbial mirror and you actually take accountability for some shit. I live in a state that was the first state to secede from the Union. The first one to betray America. I live in a traitor state. So you're going to tell me that I'm just making shit up because they just said black bad, white's bad, white bad, but all the historical oppression, murders, bombing of our buildings and towns, the fucking coup d'etat in 1898 in Wilmington, North Carolina. Okay, let me name examples. Wilmington, North Carolina, 1898. You ran a coup d'etat and ran all the black people and killed some of them. You did that. Elaine, Arkansas, 1921. That wasn't thousands of years ago, was it? Nope, 1921. Matter of fact, August 1921. Elaine, Arkansas. You murdered 300 people there. White people did that. Orangeburg, South Carolina, 1968. My daddy was alive. You killed 4 students who wanted to go bowling because you're fucking racist. Even after the passage of the Civil Rights Act of 1964, you were still beholden to racism. You fucking clowns. But you want to come in here and talk to me and call me racist when I'm telling you about fucking historical facts. I don't have to Google this shit. Because I done read it so many times, it makes me sick to my stomach. So you mean to tell me the white man that kidnapped Emmett Till from his house because some white bitch made up a lie on him, shot him twice, put barbed wire around this baby's neck at 14 years old, tied a mule fan around it, and threw him into a lake? You mean to tell me that ain't bad? What about those 4 babies at a church in Alabama that you dropped a bomb on and you killed all 4 of them, spanning from the ages of 11 to 15 years old? What about them? Since y'all don't want to hear the truth, let's talk the truth. Let's talk. What about Bloody Sunday in Selma, Alabama, with Martin Luther King? Bernie Sanders was there too. And the late, great John Lewis, he was there too, making good trouble. Where Bernie Sanders got his head busted. And so did John Lewis. But white people did it. Bull Connor. But white people bad. Nah, you're worse than bad. You're demonic. Demonic. Oh, just another tidbit of just showing you just how fucking culpable white men in America are and how dangerous they really are. Y'all remember that pastor that was going around saying that we don't believe women should have rights? They're good for nothing but making babies. You remember that fucking goofball? Y'all remember him? Pete Hegseth's fucking pastor. Y'all remember that bastard? Where there's a Trump, there's a pedophile or a sexual predator protector. That same pastor protected somebody in his congregation in 2005 that was raping little boys. Oops, didn't think we found that out, would you? That's a fact. Go look it up. Church of Christ. Look it up. 2005 and again in 2011, he raped his own baby. Oops. Y'all still want to talk? Let's talk Epstein files. Who is defending the Epstein? Who's defending Donald Trump with these Epstein files? Knowing there's thousands and thousands of pictures, videos, and even statements by Jeffrey Epstein himself quoting that he's best friends with him. But y'all need a list to make y'all see the truth. When the fucking actual victims of Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein are still very much alive, except Virginia Giuffre. She killed herself April this year because she didn't feel heard. She committed suicide. God bless her heart. Come on, talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Since white people bad, Okay, who's trying to make legal in this country the ability for a grown-ass man to marry a 14-year-old girl? Who's doing that? Is it black men trying to do that? Or is it white men? And all the cases this year of child pedophilia, sexual assaults on minors, who's the common face you've seen? And if y'all want me to, I can go pull a plethora of fucking pictures, videos, and shit from news organizations showing the arrest of these fucking dirtbags. We just had one here. His name is RJ. Got caught with all kinds of child pornography. Trying to solicit minors on Snapchat. And since y'all say I'm racist, tell me again. Tell me again. Tell me again. I want to know, cause I want to know. Trump is clean well. See, you protecting a pedophile. He clean well. Bitch, where? Where he clean at? Was he clean when he told that 10-year-old girl going up that escalator in 92 that in 10 years perhaps I'll be dating you? Was he clear when he told Howard Stern that his own daughter was a hot piece of ass? Huh? Or she was voluptuous? Or when he said on The View in front of Barbara Walters that if she wasn't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her? Right there in Minnesota. The one that's trying to make Trump derangement syndrome a fucking actual disease. Jesus Christ bananas. Boy, I tell you what. I tell you what. I tell you what. I tell you what. These look, if you go through this post of this woman lying on CNN, I'm gonna read one of the tweets from one of these fucking caucasoids on this fucking post. He said, slavery in the United States isn't about race. It's about the promise that all people are created equal, which led to the abolition of slavery 80 years after the ratification of the Constitution. You are the biggest crack baby I've ever seen in my entire life. The Constitution deemed black human beings as 3/5 of a human being, and you got the gall to tell me slavery wasn't about race. Then what was Jim Crow then? He said, salute to, I don't know how to say your name, that book. Says, all politicians are traitors. Both sides have perpetuated a sense of hate between everyone. It is laughable, not Democrat or Republic turd. You know, you are almost right, but policy don't agree with you, big dog. Policy don't agree with you. Policy don't agree with you. Now, I do agree with you that the corporate Demoturds, those motherfuckers need to go. But policy-wise, I did a show yesterday. Policy-wise, the Democrats, they pretty good to go. Messaging and actually having some kind of fucking consistency amongst the ranks, that's where they got the problem. That's the big problem. In Republican world, it's the complete opposite. Policy-wise, they're absolutely fucking dog shit. Messaging and continuity, they got it in spades. No matter how batshit crazy Republicans are, those motherfuckers are lockstep in line with each other. Democrats, you couldn't pay them motherfuckers to be on line with one another. Look at what they did to Joe Biden. Joe Biden led the fucking #1 economy in the world, proven by every economist in the world. Every economist in the world. I don't give a fuck about what none of y'all in this chat say. Economists, the ones who do macro and microeconomics, the ones who actually do this shit for a living, went to school, got numerous degrees and doctorates in doing economics and numbers. These people said Joe Biden's economy was the #1 economy in the world, and the envy of the world, had the fastest recovery rate of any post-pandemic economy in the world. And the Democrats shit on him because of one bad fucking speech. They dropped that man after one bad fucking speech. While Donald Trump was up there slurring on himself, pissing on himself, shitting in his pamper. Wasn't making no fucking coherent sense. But they shit on Joe Biden. The Democrats need better organization. They need to be lockstep with one another. Just like the Republicans. Policy-wise, they need to stay on brand with their policies. They need to get all these corporate Democrats beholding the AIPAC the fuck out of their ranks in ASAP. There should even be a vote to send them another fucking dime in military aid to fucking Israel. There should not. There should not be one more fucking dime sent over to these motherfuckers to kill more babies and starve more kids. Ain't no fucking way in hell. Ain't that much get back in the world. Ain't that much. Hey, bro, I'm just telling you. The fact remains, dog. The fact remains. Whether you like it or I like it, bro. Whether you like it or I like it, data shows Joe Biden had the #1 economy in the world, period. His policies rebuilt this economy faster than anybody expected it to. It happened, whether you like it or not, whether I like it or not. That's why I only deal in facts. I don't give a fuck about my feelings. I don't care too much about Joe Biden either. I ain't forgot about all the shit he done. But shit, I'm not going to sit up here and lie on the man. The man ran a fluid economy. I didn't worry about losing money when he was president. I didn't worry about the American public being laughed at on the world stage and we being alienated by all of our allies when he was president. I didn't have to worry about a fucking coup d'etat. I ain't have to worry about people flooding cities with fucking military presence because they're a fucking bitch. And he want to run from the Epstein files. I ain't seen Joe Biden's name in the Epstein files. I ain't have to worry about nothing. I ain't have to worry about getting up every morning and checking to see if this motherfucker started World War III yet. I have not one time had to worry about that when Joe Biden was president. I got to do that every morning since this bastard's been president. And the reason why we got Trump was because you racist motherfuckers hated that a black intellectual man ran this country smoothly without no errors, no baby mamas popping out, no names popping up in no sex trafficker files. This man's respected around the world. Whether you like him or not, I don't give a fuck. The fact is still the facts. Donald Trump is everything they thought Obama should have been. And that's why these motherfuckers voted. They only voted for Donald Trump because Donald Trump was the outright racist they all wanted to be. But there were too cowards to say it unless somebody got out in front and said it first. And Trump did just that. He made these racists feel relevant again. We got Trump because of white lash. We got Trump because white people still ain't got over their fucking racist fucking DNA. They still ain't got over it. Nope. Nope. We can't stand for another 4 years of some nigger telling us what to do. He think cause he's president, he ain't a nigger. Oh, I heard all your talks. I seen all your racist fucking statements about this man. I seen the fucking dolls y'all made that y'all put a noose around his neck at gas stations in Alabama and Mississippi and in South Carolina and Georgia. I seen it all. I seen how y'all say he was a Kenyan monkey. He was a Muslim terrorist. I seen how y'all call his wife a man. I seen all that shit. All that shit is stemmed in your own interracist behaviors. And you too pussy to admit it. You were mad because a black man did everything you mad because that black man done against everything that y'all thought he was gonna do. He did everything the right way he should have. Was he the perfect president? No, he wasn't. He was not. Nope. That book, nope. No, sir. That ain't the way you get over it. Nah, you confront that demon head on and you atone for your fucking sins. That's how you get over it. Because that's what they've been trying to do. That's why they've been whitewashing history for as long as I can remember. That's why they've been doing it since the Civil War. That's why there was a Daughters of Confederacy. That's why there was a White League. That's why there was the Red Shirts. That's the reason why they did that shit. Because they wanted to dumb down. Why is it that the fucking traitors to the United States got the privilege of leading our armies? Why weren't none of those motherfuckers punished? They gave them reparations for losing slaves. Oh no, not when you benefit from them. White people benefit from the systems of slavery and Jim Crow. They still do. My dad was living when they had segregated schools, bud. My grandfather was alive and well during Jim Crow. So was my great-grandma and my grandmother. My grandmother was born in 1932. My grandfather was born in 1913. I showed the headstones on one show just to prove it. I proved it. I proved it. It's because somebody reporting this video. That's why. That's why, Shelton. I ain't stupid. YouTube Miguel once again doing this thing. Leo, what's up, man? It does track logically. You got to go back and look at historical context, bro. You know I've done my homework on this shit, right? I've done my work on this shit. A lot of it. A lot of it. Skin tone was the reason for all the atrocities that happened to people that look like me. Skin tone is the reason why people that look like me couldn't get houses. Why people like me, like veterans like me, who served in the military, came home from war and didn't get the GI Bill. Skin tone was the reason why black sounding names couldn't get jobs. Skin tone was the reason why we had segregated schools, why black people had to drink out of different water fountains and we had to ride in the back of the bus until Rosa Parks. Skin tone, homie. You gotta stop being naive, big dog. Y'all gotta confront this fucking sin you have on your neck. Cause every generation after your ancestors, they bore that cross a long time ago and y'all are still wearing it. Cause y'all are too coward to confront what's real. And until today, cause you're so afraid, you know the reason why we don't have universal health care? And they've been fighting for universal health care since 1941? It's because of racism. They don't want black people to get it. They don't want black people. Everything they know about gynecology, they learn from experimenting on black women's bodies. You want to know why there's so many white people that ain't pure white here in this country? Why they have black DNA in them? Because slave owners ran breeding farms. They don't talk about that shit though, do they? Nope. Sure don't. There wasn't no 4 out of no 10 slave owners that were black. It was 3,725 fucking black slave owners recorded in history. You a fucking lie. Dude, you're arguing with somebody who's done their research. Research over me search. Stop with the chip. See, your privilege lets you say that. It ain't a chip when it's still happening, bud. I got racially discriminated against while in the Marine Corps. I punched a motherfucking damn near got court-martialed for it, homie. Because somebody in Camp Lejeune, North Carolina called me a nigger in front of my fucking platoon. Then when I asked him to say it again, he said it again with pride. Because he seen all his white compadres right around him. But he found out real fucking quick I was the wrong nigga to fuck with. Because I put his fucking teeth down his throat. And he cried like a bitch to the sergeant major. And guess what? When the sergeant major heard what really happened, guess what happened? He made that fucking sergeant a lance corporal. And he made him my bitch. Oops. 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 He got NJP. He lost his fucking money. And he lost his motherfucking rank. And he lied. He got charged with Article 134. Homie, you're talking to the dog. You talking to one of the sharpest fucking Marines that ever put on a fucking uniform, big dog. I wasn't some shitbird Marine, dude. These motherfuckers were so jealous, they didn't know how I got corporal so fast. They don't know how I pinned on sergeant as fast as I did. See, that's y'all problem. Your problem is you too busy trying to talk over me instead of listening to what the fuck I'm telling you. You sitting here with all this revisionist history, with all these fucking lies that ain't been fact checked. You ain't checked none of the fucking shit you said in here, the book. You ain't said that one time. You ain't checked not one fucking fact. I got a computer in front of me. No, Shelton, don't smite him. Yeah, no. No, I want this one. You went before the magistrate 3 dozen times and never a charge. That's privilege. That's a privilege, homie, that I don't have. I can't afford it. Wild. You know how many people that look like me been exonerated because they was brought up on false charges like the Central Park 5, you know. There ain't knowledge of the law. That's skin tone, homie. You think black people who go before a judge don't know the law, bro? You crazy? You're not white? That's worse then. That's worse. That's even worse. Don't tell me you one of them FBA Sambos. Don't tell me that shit. You got a chip on your shoulder, man. You can't be over here just saying that, man. I don't know what you talk about, man. Y'all over here just whining, man. Y'all just whining, man. Y'all just whining. Y'all won't y'all just get over it? Because it keeps happening. That's why. Won't you tell these motherfuckers to stop being racist then? How about that one? Are you black, DeBuck? Are you black? Please tell me you ain't black, Holmes. Please tell me you ain't black. In here sounding like a white supremacist. Don't tell me that, bro. Oh, that's even worse. You want them I will vote for Donald Trump. You even worse. You even worse. You are fucking terrible, dude. You got some soul searching to do, big dog. You Middle Eastern, you got some serious soul searching to do. Meanwhile, you're defending of motherfuckers calling you rapists and terrorists and shit. What the fuck is wrong with you? You ain't here trying to argue with me about my fucking history, and you ain't even part of it. Shut your goofy ass up, man. Shut your goofy ass up. Goofball. You ain't trying to tell a black man how to be black in America. Get the fuck out my face, dude. You fucking weirdo. That's some wild work. That's nasty work. This motherfucker's Middle Eastern trying to tell a black man in America about a fifth generation black man who's been raised and taught that his family was part of slavery and sharecropping. Wow. Wow. I told y'all, these motherfuckers want us to forget about it, but they keep doing the same shit their ancestors did. And then you get this Middle Eastern motherfucker in here trying to tell black people, oh, no, man, shut up about your oppression, man. You only supposed to care about mine. Fuck your oppression. Fuck you. How about that? How'd that make your wet willy feel? Fuck you. How about that? I ain't angry. I'm just telling you go fuck yourself. Or please go unfuck yourself. Because you're right now trying to climb up a mountain that's made out of ice with roller skates on. And you're losing badly, homie. You ain't won on 1 point yet. No one is important. Yeah, we are important, dumbass. We're important. That's the problem. We've been told we weren't important for generations. And we believed that bullshit until we started learning what our real history was. And then we got cucks like you that come in here wanting to coddle up to white supremacy like it's gonna be your fucking friend while they're calling you a fucking terrorist. That is mind-blowing to me, bruh. How you can put on the same uniform I did, and these motherfuckers still look at you like a fucking terrorist, even when you fought against it. And you don't see a problem with that. You're getting all up in your feelings, and you ain't? You don't see the irony of the shit you in here saying, big dog. You don't see... Wow. Go ahead, Sheldon. Go ahead, man. I ain't got time to waste my energy on no fucking weird-ass, goofball, self-hating dumbass. Yeah, you hate yourself, dude. Go seek help. Get therapy, homie. Get therapy. You need it. You need it. Shh. Yes, Nicole, factuals. Too much Fox News, not enough gray matter. These motherfuckers have been baptized and indoctrinated by Fox propaganda. These motherfuckers believe this shit they saying. You're in here trying to tell somebody who done hours upon hours upon hours upon hours of research on this shit. I've done nothing but research on. Matter of fact, I'll show y'all. I'll give y'all some examples. I'll give y'all some examples. Give you some examples, right? I'll show y'all this. Sheesh, my God, today. Boy, my God, today. Man, oh man. Oh man. My God, today. Shit. My God, today. Boy, I tell you. Mm. Let me go find my files. Let's go find the files, shall we? Yeah, the national debt is at $37 trillion now, thanks to Trump. Thanks to Trump. Okay, since that white woman said that white people bad and black people just overreacting and we're being emotional and this, let me just go down a list of shit that white people did to black folks. Let's go to white people tearing down black communities. There's first, 1857, Seneca Village, New York, now Central Park. That's one. From the 1940s to the 1960s, Detroit, Michigan. 1906, Atlanta, Georgia. 1920, Ocoee, Florida. 1873, Colfax, Louisiana. 1919, Elaine, Arkansas. I told y'all about that one. 1910, Slocum, Texas. 1898, Wilmington, North Carolina. 1923, Rosewood, Florida. 1908, Springfield, Illinois. 1917 to 1921, East St. Louis, Illinois. 1921, Black Wall Street, Tulsa, Oklahoma. 1831, Portsmouth, Ohio. The 1870s through the 1940s. 70 years of fuck shit from white people. Wyandotte, Michigan. 1873, Pollock, Louisiana, November 1st, 1878. Salina, Tennessee. 1886, Comanche County, Texas. 1888 to 1908. Paragould, Arkansas. 1892, Lexington, Oklahoma. 1893, Blackwell, Oklahoma. June 20 of 1894, Monette, Missouri. 1896, Linton, Indiana. August 27, 1897, Elwood, Indiana. April 10, 1899, Panna, Illinois. September 17, 1899, Carterville, Illinois. February 20 of 1901, Mena, Arkansas. The cities I'm naming are the cities that got blown up and shot up because of white people. Yeah. August 18th, 1901, Pierce City, Missouri. June 1902, Decatur, Indiana. April 16th, 1903, Joplin, Missouri. July 9th, 1903, Sour Lake, Texas. October 1905. And January 1909, Harrison, Arkansas. That's just a few of them. It's a few of them. It's a few. It's a few. It's a few. It's a few. Mound Bayou, Mississippi. Let's see. Greenwood, South Carolina. Yep, Detroit, 1985. Philadelphia, Operation Move, where they blew up a fucking apartment building and killed some kids. Killed 21 people, 11 of them being children. 1985. I was alive then. See him leaving? Y'all see him leaving? Y'all see them all leaving? There was 117 people in here like a few minutes ago, until I started reading off these black cities that were being destroyed by white racism. You see? Like I told you, every time you confront them with real facts, they always run. I gave you cities and dates. You can Google them. You can say Will is full of shit. Hey, Trill Will's full of shit. He's a racist. Trill Will's full of shit. He's full of shit. He's racist. He's racist. He's racist. He's just saying racist shit. Well, prove him wrong then. Prove me wrong. No, Shelton, I'm shutting that shit off. I'm shutting that shit costs too much. I ain't doing that shit no more. I'm shutting that phone line shit down. That shit costs too much. My first phone bill like $108. Hell no. Hell no. That shit way too expensive. Nope, not today. Not me. I don't make enough on YouTube to be doing that shit. I can send you a copy of the bill, Shelton. Think I'm bullshit? Nope, I ain't doing it. Yep, that's 1920. You'll be right. Look, I'm gonna give y'all an example. Seneca Village was a predominantly African-American community that existed on the site of present-day Central Park from 1825 to 1857. It was one of the earliest and largest communities of black property owners in Manhattan, providing a haven from discrimination and offering opportunities for home ownership and voters' rights. The village was forcibly removed in 1857 when the city acquired the land through eminent domain to build Central Park. Seneca Village was established in 1825 by landowners John and Elizabeth Whitehead, who subdivided their land and sold it in lots. It grew to encompass approximately 5 acres and was home to over 200 residents, including a mix of African Americans, Irish immigrants, and German immigrants. So tell me again how black people did shit against the Irish people when we was opening our communities to them. But these were the same communities that white people told them, hey, you're white now. You can go and own slaves. And they went and did just that. They tell me again. I'm still waiting. I don't give a shit about you calling out the Falcons. I ain't even started watching the preseason yet. Get all your shit. Y'all better not lose, Mahari. That's all I know to tell you. Because you going to hate me. Because I'm going to shit on your Minnesota Vikings every chance I fucking get. You better pray to God y'all have a winning season. I'm going to shit on them every chance I get. Mm-hmm. You better pray to God. I ain't even started looking at preseason yet. You better pray to God. Anywho, back to what I was doing. Shitting on fucking goofball Trump supporters and they revisionist history. Like, these people are so goofy and retarded. They never take time out to research anything. They just always want to resort to going into their feelings and thinking that black people calling them motherfuckers what they really are. Motherfuckers who benefited off of fucking slavery, who benefited off of fucking off Jim Crow, who benefited off of laws that was designed to give them an unfair advantage. Everything in this country has to do with race. Right, Wendy? Exactly. They always want to ignore they always in our business, but they want to ignore our history. They always want to. They always want to. This is what they do. They do this shit all the time. Jillian Michaels is a fucking clown. Hey, Richard, we'll be here all night going over cities that were destroyed by racist white people. We will be here all fucking night. We literally will be here all night. We would literally be here all night. We'll literally be here all night. How is a bitch who specializes in fitness going to tell black folks what it is to be black in America? I'm still trying to figure that shit out. Because Jillian, that bitch don't have 1 degree in history, 1 degree in education. She don't have a degree in shit. She got a bunch of certificates of being a fitness fucking coach. That's it. That's all. Man, Shelton, if they would have left our black asses alone like they claimed they was, do you know how much there would be no wealth gap in America? We would have closed that shit by now. We would have closed that shit by now. That shit would have been closed. But they knew better. They never wanted black people to have an equal footing in anything. They never did. Never did. Never did. This is the reason why most of these fucking white people voted for Trump to begin with. Because Trump made racism great again. That's all, Sheldon. No qualifications whatsoever to run her mouth about black history in America. She can't say shit about it. None. Nothing. Just dumb. Just dumb. Motherfuckers like her are stupid and should never, ever fucking talk about black history ever again or slavery. You shouldn't talk about nothing. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut your goofy ass. If you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, shut your goofy ass up. Yes, they don't want us to get over 9/11. They don't want us to get over the Holocaust. But you want us to get over the fact that you raped, you destroyed, you shot, you killed, you lynched, you ate our fucking bodies. You literally bled Nat Turner dry down to an elixir. And y'all was taking it like castor oil because you thought it was going to give you super strength like he had. You thought it was going to turn you into Superman. Yep, Sheldon, I told you. It always run these fuckers off. They'll come in here and think, oh, we just going to hear this black guy be racist. But these motherfuckers come in here like the fucking sniveling fucking cowards I know they are. Because I hit them with fucking real data that they can look at themselves, but they won't because they're stupid. They are stupid. They're dumb as fuck. I ain't ashamed to tell them. You're stupid. You're fucking stupid. You're dumb. You're whack. You're twisted. Your girl's a hoe. You're drunk. You kidded yours, and everybody knows.
Peter Thiel, the FBI informant and CIA contractor, Elon Musk, the defense contractor and PayPal mafia member with Peter Thiel, close confidant of David Sachs, and J.D. Vance, who brokered the David Sachs fundraiser with Silicon Valley and Trump, mentored by Peter Thiel, mentored by David Frum, who worked for Bill Kristol with Tucker Carlson. Thiel, Musk, and Tucker lobbied Trump to pick Vance, and they said, if you don't, the CIA will kill you. Who's the CIA? Who does the CIA, NSA, FBI, DHS, who do they all contract with? Palantir, founded by Peter Thiel and Alex Karp and Joe Lonsdale, Israel First Jews that after October 7th flew their board to Israel and provided them with facial recognition technology to murder Palestinians. J.D. Vance, who upon becoming the VP nominee in his first interview said, we're going to bomb Iran, who went to the Quincy Institute and said, we need a pro-Israel spin on America first. Tucker, who interviewed Vance 46 times on his show, Vance hired his son. Vance's Rockbridge network was the spawning point of...
Lachelle, you thinking the same thing I'm thinking. This motherfucker can call out everybody but himself.
1989 Capital, founded by Rebecca Mercer and Claire Monster Chris Buskirk, which gave Tucker $15 million. Rebecca Mercer funded Steve Bannon at Breitbart that spawned Milo Yiannopoulos' career. And Rebecca Mercer hand-selected George Farmer, Candace Owens' husband, to run Parler in 2021. This is why they want me dead.
Whoops. Nick Fuentes, the neo-Nazi himself. See, they know the shit is bad. They know who's running everything. They know who's doing all the fuck shit. They know everybody. They know why J.D. Vance, with no political experience whatsoever, only had a little over a year in the Senate. How he got to Senate was because of Peter Thiel. That's a fact. Boy, I tell you. Thought y'all needed to hear that. Palantir. Trump been in office for a little over 6 months and done ran the debt in America already over $37 trillion already. Yep, he turned against his daddy Trump. Yep, Carpe Diem. Yep, we've been paying Israel, we done paid Israel over $37 billion for free education, health care, and for them to bum the shit out of fucking Palestinian kids. Yeah. 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 These motherfuckers, y'all notice why Cory Booker and Hakeem Jeffries won't ever say nothing bad about what Bibi Netanyahu, who's a war criminal, who's doing in Israel right now by ethically cleansing those people out of their space? That ain't their land, just so y'all know. It's not their land. They're not the Jews they speak of in the Bible either. Just so y'all know that. Because we're beholden to them because they know our innermost secrets. That's why. That's why AIPAC has a chokehold on American politics as a whole. That's why you can never say anything bad about the IDF and Bibi Netanyahu. That's why they'll welcome Bibi Netanyahu with open arms no matter how many atrocities. He committed worse atrocities than Hitler. And he's doing it on national TV and on social media. And nobody gives a flying fuck what he's doing. Now you tell me. You tell me. Yep, after World War II. 1948, I think.
People in this room, if you wrote correctly, you'd see, look at the kind of numbers we have. DC, 41 per 100,000, number one. that we can find anywhere in the world. Other cities are pretty bad, but they're not as bad as that.
Nigga lying.
Where you want to live? The reporters of the world?
Lying.
Juvenile offenders and crimes against persons, as they
lying.
say.
Now, why do y'all think Trump got rid of the Labor and Statistics Secretary? Why y'all think? Why y'all think he got rid of her? Why do y'all think? Who did he hire? Hold on, I'll show you. I'll show you exactly who the fuck he hired. Some fucking douchebag. A Jan Sixer. That's who he hired. He hired a Jan Sixer to do the numbers on statistics in this country now. That's what he did. Yep, that's exactly what he did. He hired, let's see. Let me see if I put one in here. Da 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 yeah da 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 yeah da 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 yeah da 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 da. Oh, while in the meantime, between time, I want y'all to check this out. Y'all think Pam Bundy is just out here defending Trump because? Okay.
Anybody talking about this Pam Bondi scandal? And I'm not talking about the fact that she just declared it's A-OK for Donald Trump to take a $400 million bribe.
Oh, she's a Qatari. She used to work for the Qatari government anyway. That I'll just save y'all the whole fucking trouble. Let me go find this motherfucker here. Let me go find this bastard here. Let me go find this bastard here. Because he looks like a weird ass douchebag. He looks like a weird ass douchebag. He looks like a weird ass douchebag. Yep, he looks like a weird ass douchebag. The dude he's putting in charge of labor and statistics is a fucking douchebag. Oh, here he is. There he is right there. I ain't have to look hard. There he is. This fucking goofball right here, this hack. That's who he wants to put in as the lead to the Bureau of Labor and Statistics. That's who he wants. So they can make up numbers. He was at Jan 6 too. He got pardoned. Whoops. All these people that he has around him are fucking criminals just like him. All of them. Every one of them. Every one of them. Donald Trump is running America like he's running his businesses straight into the ground. Straight into the ground. Straight into the ground. Straight in the ground. Hey, Sheldon, exactly my point. A poo trying to tell us how it is to be black in America. What the fuck? These motherfuckers are wild, man. The internet is a wild place. Everybody trying to tell black people how to be black people in black history in America. That's some wild shit. That's some wild shit. Oh, and on another note, fuck Melania Trump. Stinking bitch. Yeah. Fuck her. Stinking bitch. Raggedy bitch. Melania Trump now is trying to sue Hunter Biden for $1 billion because he mentioned the fact that she met Donald Trump through Jeffrey Epstein, which is true anyway. Just so y'all know, See, they don't want, they don't, Richard, this is the real reason why they don't want black history in America. Because black history exposes them for the mediocre motherfuckers that they really are. The idea stealing, the culture stealing, the culture vultures, the everything. And you know, they'll throw that projection off on black folks, telling us we're DEI hires, didn't earn it. Like we didn't have to work 10 times as hard to get into the same rooms that they've been in for years. Because they daddy wrote a note. Trump got into Wharton School of Economics because of his daddy. His grade point average was a 1.6. Mine was a 2.85 in college. No, it wasn't. It was a 3.21. I gotta look at my transcripts. I know it wasn't low. I know yeah. Everybody wants these files released. Everybody. Trump released the army into a city that didn't need it, Washington, D.C. Because he wants to dodge the fact that he's a flaming fucking pedophile. And these people still defend it. Hey, I got a question for y'all. What was the biggest excuse for these motherfuckers wanting to hold on tight to their Article 2 of the Constitution, their right to bear arms? What was their reasoning behind that, right? They were saying, oh, we got to be able to defend ourselves against tyranny. Well, you have tyranny at your front doorstep right now. These motherfuckers are clapping. Y'all got to remember this. Trump and this raggedy, stinking ass administration, no matter what they fucking say, no matter what they do, is only a cover-up for Donald Trump being a fucking pedophile. Yep, Carpe Diem, exactly. He's only militarizing D.C. because he wants to protect himself from another January 6th. That's what he's trying to do. The party, the grand old party, the fucking Republicans, is the party of pedophiles. Period. Point blank, the end of story. There ain't no ifs, ands, buts, maybes, possibilities about it. They are the party of pedophiles. Do y'all know who didn't open who didn't want to open the investigation into Jeffrey Epstein while Donald Trump was president the first time? Who was the attorney general in Florida? The same attorney general who didn't file charges against Trump for Trump University being a fucking scam, that too. Pam fucking Bundy. Don't believe me, Google it. So, let me get this straight. No, Alex Acosta was an attorney that was defending Jeffrey Epstein, him and Alan Dershowitz. The AG at the time in Florida was Pam Bundy. You know, the same Pam Bundy Donald Trump wrote a $25,000 check to her campaign for? Yeah, the same Pam Bundy. Hen Dog, what's up, Brody? Yeah, that's who. That's who did that. Yeah. You know what? If you ever wanted to hide something from the Trump administration, all you had to do was cover yourself in the Epstein files. You'd disappear in broad daylight. That's all you had to do. Decorate yourself with Epstein files. They'll pretend you ain't there. Now, okay. I'm just going to run something under y'all real quick. And y'all tell me, is this a coincidence or is this some bullshit? Epstein goes to prison. Well, gets arrested under Donald Trump's administration. Epstein dies under the Trump administration. Ghislaine Maxwell right now is at Club Fed, and she gets work release. Now she can be released from prison, even though she's serving a 20-year fucking prison sentence. Is it a coincidence or is it some bullshit? And the only reason why the same fate that happened to Jeffrey Epstein ain't happened to Ghislaine Maxwell is because too many eyes are on Ghislaine Maxwell. Something was to happen to her, they're going to know some shit went awry. All she has to do is say, I ain't going to say shit. They'll give her whatever she wants. That's why she got moved from Texas. That's why she got moved from the prison cell she was in down to Texas, to Club Fed, next to her family. So is the Republican Party the protector of pedophiles? Yes or no? Y'all tell me. Y'all tell me. Y'all tell me. Y'all want to hear some great shit from Donald Trump? All of the women on The Apprentice flirted with me, consciously or unconsciously. That's to be expected. Donald Trump said a person who is very flat-chested is very hard to be a 10. Told BuzzFeed in February 24th, 2016. In a 2005 Howard Stern interview, Trump talked about how he wanted to have more kids with newlywed wife Melania. I mean, I won't do anything to take care of them, he told BuzzFeed again. Lady Diana was truly a woman of great beauty. Howard Stern asked him, would you have slept with her? He said without hesitation. She had the height, she had the beauty, she had the skin, the whole thing. She was crazy, but these are minor details. Oftentimes, when I was sleeping with one of the top women in the world, I would say to myself, thinking about me as a boy from Queens, can you believe what I'm getting? I've known Paris Hilton from the time she was 12. Her parents are friends of mine, And you know, the first time I saw her, she walked into the room and I said, who the hell is that? Howard Stern, 2003. Referring to his infant daughter, Tiffany. Well, I think she has got a lot of Marla, he said. She's a really beautiful baby. She's got Marla's legs. We don't know whether he's got this part yet, talking about her boobs, but time will tell. You know, it really doesn't matter what the media write as long as you've got a young and beautiful piece of ass, he told the Esquire 91. Joe Townsend, what's up, Brody? I think the only difference between me and the other candidates is that I'm more honest and my women are more beautiful, told Mary Claire on May 11, 2016. Ariana Huffington is unattractive both inside and out. I fully understand why her former husband left her for a man. He made a good decision. I've known Jeff for 15 years. Terrific guy. Trump told New York Magazine in a 2002 profile of convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, written 3 years before Epstein began to be investigated. He's a lot of fun to be with. It's even said that he likes beautiful women as much as I do, and many of them are on the younger side, no doubt about it. Jeffrey enjoys his social life. Vice News, January 29, 2016. In 2010, convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein pled the fifth when asked by a lawyer representing one of Epstein's victims about his relationship with Trump. Have you ever had a personal relationship with Donald Trump? What do you mean by a personal relationship, sir? Have you ever socialized with him? Yes, sir. Yes? Yes, sir. Have you ever socialized with Donald Trump in the presence of females under the age of 18? Though I'd like to answer that question, at least today I'm going to have to assert my 5th, 6th, and 14th Amendment rights, sir. That's what Jeffrey Epstein said. Donald Trump said in a New York Magazine article in November of '92, women, you have to treat them like shit. Trump told the Rolling Stone September 2015, she does have a very nice figure. I've said if Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her. You know who's one of the greatest beauties of the world, according to everybody? And I helped create her? Ivanka, my daughter, Ivanka. She's 6 feet tall and she got the best body. Don't you think my daughter's hot? She's hot, right? Miss Lee recalled him talking about Trump. I was like, really? That's just weird. She's sick. She was 16. That's creepy. Yep, he told a 10-year-old girl in '92 on the escalator that in 10 years, perhaps he'd be dating her. That's what he said. Trump been a piece of shit. I want to see if this is true. Who is Brina Knauss? Who is Brina? Uh-oh. Who is Brina Knauss? Kind of looks like... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Brina Knauss is from Slovenia. She's a Slovenian DJ. How old is she? She was born in 1985. Uh-oh. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. She's 39. Hold on. How old is... She's 55. There's probably a reason why. Ooh. Melania's maiden name is Noss. Melania Noss Trump. Same spelling as the young Brianna Noss. Novo Mesto, Slovenia. I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist, but some... Brina Noss, Slovenia. Melania Noss, Slovenia. And she looks eerily like Melania. Parents. They scrubbed the internet of her name. Come in. That would be some crazy shit. I'm gonna read this post. It said, I've wondered how there are no reported Epstein offspring, considering he was a serial rapist for decades and wanted to make his Zorro Ranch a personal breeding ground. I'm no conspiracy theorist, but in this case, anything is possible. That's Melania and Jeffrey Epstein. That's Brianna Noss. Michael, what's up, Brody? Long time no see. I just want y'all to see, because I know I'm not the only one. If I'm going to be the one going crazy, we all going crazy the damn together. They have the same fucking last name. Brina Noss and Melania Noss. and they look just alike. I'm just showing y'all a picture. That's Brina Nos. She's a famous DJ from Slovenia. And Melania Nos, Trump. That's the reason why she's threatening to sue Hunter Biden for saying that Melania met Trump through Jeffrey Epstein. That's why she's suing him right now. She's threatening to sue Hunter Biden for $1 billion. I dare her to do it. Oh, I hear you, man. You see me still kicking ass and taking names and doing this politics shit. They look eerily similar. I know I'm not crazy. Hey, do they look alike? Key, do they look alike? That's a mama. That's Melania. And that's Brina Nos. They got the same surname. That's what I'm thinking. That's before all the plastic surgery, too. Yeah, she looked just like her. And I just went on her Instagram page, so I know it's real. I know that's a real-ass picture. And I just Googled Melania. Melania was born April 26, 1970. She's 55. When did Melania Trump marry Trump? When did Melania marry Trump? When did she marry? When did she marry Donald Trump? Failure to comply. Look, a letter demanded Hunter Biden apologize and retract statements he made in a video interview with British journalist Andrew Callahan, published on YouTube on August 5th, titled Hunter Biden Returns. Failure to comply will leave Ms. Trump with no choice but to pursue any and all legal rights and remedies available to her to recover the overwhelming financial and reputational harm that you have caused her to suffer. You're going to get annihilated in court, Melania. Maybe she did this shit on purpose, though. Yep, Lachelle. You're picking up what I'm putting down. You are absolutely right. Yes. Yes. I think Hunter Biden's crazy enough to see her through with that bullshit ass damn stunt, though. I really, honestly, and truthfully believe it. I believe it. I believe it. Melania Nos. '85, and she was born in 19. She's 55. She was born in 1970. She had been 16 to have her. 15. Boy, I'm gonna do some more digging into this. I am going to do some more digging into this. Yeah. 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 I am most definitely going to do some more digging into this. Cause this, Hunter Biden just opened up a Pandora's box of stuff. Sweet Jesus. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. Wow. They wanted to shut Hunter Biden up. They wanted him in prison so he couldn't talk. That shit might have come back to fucking bite them in the ass, bruh. Shit. Wow. Wow. Boy, that just made my head start. Ah, man, it just made me start thinking. That really got me to thinking. How old was Melania Trump when she met Biden? How old was Melania when she met Donald Trump? They got married in 1998. They got married in 2005. She moved in 1996 and started modeling in 96. So why would she move from Slovenia that fast at such a young age? And her parents weren't even here. Lachelle, why would Melania move to New York in 1996 at 16 years old to model? And she lied about when they met. Wow. 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 Just nasty work. This is disgusting behavior, dog. This is oh, why did I run it? I'm gonna bookmark this. I'm gonna come back to this. I'm gonna come back to this. Cause look, there's an article that was published July 31st, 2019. Jeffrey Epstein wanted to turn New Mexico ranch into a baby-making factory. An excerpt from the article said Jeffrey Epstein dreamed of improving humanity by using his sperm to impregnate scores of women at his New Mexico ranch, and he also wanted his penis and head frozen after death so that they could eventually be reanimated, according to a report. 2 award-winning scientists and an advisor to large companies and wealthy individuals told the New York Times that the since-disgraced multimillionaire financier shared his plan for a baby-making factory in the desert on multiple occasions starting in the early 2000s. His goal was to have 20 women at a time impregnated at his 33,000 square foot Zorro ranch outside of Santa Fe. Oh, well. That's what he said. I'm reading the article. Sorry, can't get mad at me. I ain't say it. I didn't say it. I didn't. Yeah, I ain't the one that said it. Wow.
I don't give a fuck about your opinion. This is the colored section, okay? I don't give a fuck. Exit stage left. Keep your opinions to yourself or swipe up. I don't give a fuck. And now that I've got that away, let's talk about it. Do not allow Bernie. Do not allow conservatives, progressives, moderates, liberals. I don't give a fuck what you identify. You could be blue, green, red. I don't give a fuck, bitch. Do not allow them to lie on Kamala Harris, and do not allow them to rewrite our history and what we were able to accomplish in 107 days. Okay? Do not allow them to rewrite our history, because this is some Christopher Columbus motherfucking revisionist ass bullshit, and I will not allow it to stand. Do not allow them to do it. Okay? What we were able to do was unprecedented. We ran a campaign, the shortest campaign than anybody, period. And in that time, when people sat here and said that there was no enthusiasm and no authenticity when it came to Kamala Harris's and also her support, Kamala Harris, in 107 days, was able to raise the most amount of money in small dollar donations, period, than any presidential candidate in U.S. history. She holds it. Okay? She raised more money and got more donations for more people than Bernie, than Biden, than Trump, than any of these mediocre white motherfucking men. A black woman did that. Okay? A black woman did that in less than 107 days. She was able to change public perception on all the lies and propaganda that people thought of this black woman. Thought that she was illiterate. Thought she couldn't speak. Constantly questioned what she was able to do. Questioned her ability, knowing the fact that she had broken history. Already being the fact that she had broken more ties than any vice president. White, past president, it doesn't matter. She holds a motherfucking record. Kamala Harris is historic. Do not allow them to rewrite it. Don't allow this rhetoric to fucking stand.
Facts.
It's a lie. It's a lie. Do not allow them to say that Kamala Harris didn't have anything from the working class. Because even when people sat here and said that she ran a campaign based off identity politics, even when CNN, MSNBC, and every motherfucking interview wanted to ask Kamala Harris, well, Trump said something about your blackness. What do you think about that? She would always pivot back to the people and pivot back to her opportunity economy. When people question her blackness, she said, this is the same old tight-ass playbook. But since we're talking about black, let's talk about the racial wealth gap. Let's talk about how my policy and with my opportunity economy, I'm going to make it so black people have intergenerational wealth by helping them with down payment assistance to their first time home. I'm also opening up apprenticeship programs for people who don't necessarily want to go and get a goddamn degree or get in debt. That they will be able, if they have a trade or a particular skill, they will be able to have affordability and have the same opportunity that anybody else does with a degree. Kamala Harris ran on the campaign as that. Do not allow them to lie on us. Do not allow them to do it. And the sad thing about it is progressives and Republicans are one and the same. One and the same. But one thing I also know is they're also all white. Why are they using the same talking points? They sat here and lied and said that Kamala Harris was trying to pander to the black community by having Megan Thee Stallion twerk on stage. Well, if you actually watch the fucking rally, Megan Thee Stallion talked about bodily autonomy, and then to commence talking about, well, if we want people to be able to, if we want to be able to have a say over our own bodies, women, then we need to make sure that we vote for Kamala Harris. And then she proceeded to talk about body or sing that song or perform that song and so happened to twerk on stage. When you're talking about Megan Thee Stallion, because this is how we know that you don't give a fuck about our goddamn culture. Megan Thee Stallion has always been a proponent about bodily autonomy, especially when it comes to women. Because the sad thing about it is all of these progressives and Republicans are misogynistic. They have those same things in common because they see black women, or they see women in general, as objects. They objectify women. So what you sat there and saw Megan Thee Stallion twerking, what I saw was liberation of women being able to say, I can do whatever the fuck I want to with my own body because it's my motherfucking choice. That's not what progressives and that's not what Republicans saw. So why are they using the same motherfucking talking points?
Well,
they're supposed to be progressive, meaning I want black women to have bodily autonomy, but I'm going to sit here and tell Megan Thee Stallion that she can't motherfucking twerk. And then I'm going to sit here and say that this person is only doing this out of theatrics rather than actually listen to what Megan Thee Stallion said about bodily autonomy. Again, y'all are one and the motherfucking same. You ever heard of that horseshoe theory where your ass swings so left that you swing right? That's where there are. Bernie Sanders, all these motherfuckers are misogynistic pieces of fucking shit.
Facts.
And they're going to rewrite our history over and over and over again. The problem is, for Bernie Sanders to sit here and say that Kamala Harris had no policies that would have helped anybody, it just shows that this motherfucker went on the DNC stage and lied when he said that she had the most progressive platform.
Facts.
Did he even read her policies?
Facts.
I know his ass couldn't read TurboTax because his ass never released that shit. But my question is, Bernie, you want to talk about being so progressive and all of these other things, but when I look at your motherfucking record versus Kamala Harris's, yours is not as progressive as hers.
Ooh-wee.
And it never was.
Well.
Even to this day, you and Trump share a lot in common that a lot of people don't know about, especially when it comes to immigration. You really want to talk about it, Bernie? Why is it in 2006 that you voted for indefinite detention centers? And I know what the progressives are going to say. Oh, well, they were only supposed to go after criminals. Well, isn't that what Trump said that he would do?
Amen.
Only go after criminals.
Amen.
What's going on with alligator Alcatraz?
Well,
yeah, fuck
he
me, bitch.
cooking.
I know his voting record very well.
Cook.
This message is for my people. Don't allow them to rewrite our history.
Amen.
It's not about Kamala, whether she runs or not. I don't give a fuck. If they do it to her,
they'll do it to another.
Jasmine, they'll do it to Stacey Abrams.
Yep.
They'll do it to Angela Allsop.
Yes.
They'll do it to any black woman
yes.
who tries to run that level of office.
Don't let them rewrite our history.
Don't allow them to do it. If they do it to her, they'll do it to them. Mark my words when I tell you.
Ain't that similar to what I just said when I showed y'all that fucking stringy hair, thin lip bitch getting on CNN talking about white people only held 2%, only 2% of white people held slaves. Oh my God, y'all could just stop talking about slavery. Just stop it. White people bad, that's not good. Ain't that revisionist history? Ain't that revisionist history about black people? They've been trying to rewrite our history for generations, dog. That's why I'm here. I'm not allowing them to do it no more. That's why they call me racist. I'm far from racist. I'm as far from racist as they are from having thick lips like me. But they'll sit here and call me a racist because I want equality for everybody. They'll call me a racist because I want equality for everybody. I want America to atone for its sins against my ancestors, but I'm racist. Right? Right? That makes me a racist? Good. I'm a good racist then. Good. 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 If you have to erase history to make yourself look like something, my God, today. Whew. Donald Trump now is hiding. He's hiding. See, this is why I don't go for these FBA Sambos and buck dancers. This is what they were saying when Kamala Harris was running for president. Kamala Harris is a Indian woman from Jamaica, not a black woman. Stop the lies and take the mask off. Now, today you're posting DC police are this close from starting a revolution. What was that energy at when Donald Trump was out here talking about Arnold Palmer's dick? Where was your energy when Donald Trump was out here telling everybody that mysteriously Kamala Harris became black? Where was all that energy? I want all the Team Couch motherfuckers to come to the front for me. That's what I want. That's what I want. We could have had her. We could have fucking had her. We could have had her as president of the United States of America. But no, nope. Everybody thought that Orange Palace shit was the job, right? They thought the Orange Palace shit was gonna make everything great again, right? That's what they said. We're gonna have more money in our pockets because Trump ain't gonna make sure we have more money in our pockets. Sure, buddy. We could have had her. Now we gotta listen to the fucking ramblings of dumbasses across America wearing those stupid hats. We gotta listen to these dumbasses. Go back on everything that was bitching and whining about when Joe Biden was president, when Barack Obama was president. We gotta listen to these mouth-breathing, window-licking retards go off on tangents and shit about shit they don't know nothing about. They gotta listen to fitness coaches get on TV trying to tell black people about black history in America as if motherfuckers still ain't experiencing some of the shit that our ancestors. It's funny that these motherfuckers want us to get over something that we've been talking about since the days of Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. We're having the same dream that Malcolm X and Martin Luther King had, and these motherfuckers are still turning a blind eye to it like it ain't existing. It's funny they tell black folks to get over it, but we're still having the same dream that Martin Luther King had. It's real funny. That's funny. That's funny to me. It's funny. They told y'all that Kamala Harris would have been right alongside of Donald Trump when supporting the genocide in Gaza. But I want to read what she said in an article that was published about her. Kamala Harris, the presumptive Democratic presidential nominee, has pressed Israel's Benjamin Netanyahu on the dire humanitarian situation in Gaza in talks that she described as frank, adding, "I will not be silent." In comments that were closely watched for signs of a shift from Joe Biden's policy approach, the U.S. Vice President said after the meeting, "What has happened in Gaza over the past 9 months is devastating. The images of dead children and desperate, hungry people fleeing for safety, sometimes displaced for it the second, third, or fourth time." She acknowledged that Israel has a right to defend itself and denounced Hamas as a brutal terrorist organization that triggered the war and had committed horrific acts of sexual violence, but she made it clear that how Israel defended itself mattered, adding later, "We cannot look away in the face of these tragedies in Gaza. We cannot allow ourselves to become numb to the suffering, and I will not be silent." She called for the establishment of a Palestinian state and for Netanyahu and Hamas to agree to a ceasefire and hostage release deal to end the war. She said had led to the deaths of far too many innocent civilians. "As I told Prime Minister Netanyahu, it's time to get this deal done," she said. But they said that Kamala Harris was in support of genocide. That's what the people in Dearborn, Michigan said, right? That's what they said? That's what they said? Right? Don't sound like she's in support of genocide to me. It sounds like she's trying to find a solution to the said problem of genocide there. Oh, and I want Amanda Seals to shut the fuck up. I wish that dumb bitch would shut the fuck up too. She could shut the entire fuck up. They called Kamala Harris a whore with no evidence. They try to make this woman look like she was loose. But Donald Trump is a whole fucking pedophile. And the same motherfuckers that was calling Kamala Harris a whore are fucking eerily silent. Now that it came out, Trump's a flaming fucking pedophile. We could have had we could have had this. We could have had this. We could have had. We got this orange fucking pervert, this fucking child fucker. That's who we got.
Issuing a rare threat of nuclear escalation against Russia.
It does feel like a
a notable mark towards autocracy that is different from where we've been.
The people telling us things are going to get worse are the economists, the data analysts,
Federal agents in masks raiding farms.
There's two things that are insane. One is the targeting of migrant workers.
No, sir. That is not true.
He wants Canada to become a 51st state.
What is it that makes Texans vote for people like Ted Cruz?
Texas Republicans have caused a national uproar with their plan to rig the 2026 midterms.
For North Carolina, Harris received 122,000 fewer votes than the superintendent race. And then while Trump received 191,000 more votes. This is a baseline. This was Trump versus Hillary Clinton, and this is North Carolina. And the way you read these graphs is this is a down ballot difference or a drop-off comparison graph. At the bottom, you have every county in North Carolina. On the y-axis, you have a comparison of how many votes did the president get compared to the superintendent in this case. If you are above 0% on this graph, you got more votes. If you're below 0%, you got less votes. I'm going to show you 2024.
Oh, wow.
Look at
That's
that
the same
shit.
reaction I get every time.
Look
Everyone
at that
just
shit.
says, what is going on? Harris is getting less votes than the superintendent, and Trump is always overperforming. And what's interesting is there is almost a mirroring effect on this graph. That means that generally speaking, in places where Harris is getting less votes, Trump is getting a overperformance that somewhat mirrors that number of votes.
What Nathan is saying, a superintendent of schools in the state of North Carolina consistently outperform Kamala Harris. I just want folks to think about that for a minute.
This generally can't be caused by like normal human voting behavior. Unless a candidate is super unpopular, this may happen.
Y'all gonna tell me again Donald Trump didn't rig this election? Y'all gonna tell me Kamala Harris was that unpopular? When she was in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and had one of the biggest crowds to ever be in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, you mean to tell me she did that poorly? You're smoking crack if you think so. They rigged the election. Trump rigged the election. He sure did. He rigged the election. Jerome Powell told y'all a couple months ago that Donald Trump's tariffs was going to be the reason why everything gets higher in this country. And I'll be damned, everything's higher. I could have sworn there was somebody else that told you everything's going to get higher because of tariffs too. I could have sworn it was. I do too, Leo. I do too. Donald Trump rigged the election, dog. Rigged the election. I agree with Kamala Harris. This is the last thing I'm going to say before I get off here. I agree with Kamala Harris when she said on Stephen Colbert's show, and she said the one thing she didn't expect was the complete capitulation to Donald Trump. Seeing all of these so-called tough guys, all these people whining about the Second Amendment, roll over like the bitches they are to bend the knee to lick the boots of Donald Trump, to suck that pissy ass pamper. I didn't see it coming. I seen it coming on the Republican side. But the Democrats, I ain't see that shit coming a mile away, dog. I didn't see it. Donald Trump is a fucking rapist, a felon, twice impeached piece of shit. But motherfuckers damn near went insane because Barack Obama wore a tan suit. J.D. Vance is vacationing every other week. He's in a luxury Scottish estate right now that's costing taxpayers $28,000 per week. Him, his mascara, and the couch he's fucking. Oh boy, this makes my head hurt every time I think about it. Like, we could have did so much better. We could have did so much better. You know what's sad? What's really sad is watching all of these people now say America would have been better under Kamala Harris. But these are the FBA niggas for Trump. Fucking Sambo, book dancing, sellout ass niggas. See, I'm capable of holding my own accountable. I'm capable, fully capable. Y'all see me hold my own people accountable many a times on here. It ain't just one-sided with me. I don't just sit up here telling you about the sins of white ancestry and shit like that. I don't. I talk about my people too. We got fucking sellouts like this clown right here. This is fucking embarrassing. You're right, Leo. Tariff was never meant to sustain an economy at all. Because tariffs is nothing but a tax on the citizens. But MAGA is too stupid to see it. They're over here bragging about money that they're paying the government. Oh, Trump's tariffs are working. We got $133 billion. Look at all the money we got. Who's paying that money? You are. I am. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Boy, 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 boy. Y'all want to see what Trump's America looks like? What's up, sir? I got a man with a bag on his head that's homeless, that has no legs, in a wheelchair. This is where your tax dollars is going. And these dumbasses think they're doing something. That's where your tax dollars is going. Yep, no funds for mental health, no funds for education, no fund for proper health care, none of that. But you can give billions of dollars to fucking ICE to go kidnap people off the street with no due process. You can build a 90,000 square foot fucking ballroom that nobody asks for, but no health care. You can put the most unqualified, dumb dipshit of a human being fucking voice box himself, RFK Jr., his fucking retard ass. You can put this fucking dumbass in charge of our own safety. You can put Elon Musk fake stupid ass right in the middle of the fucking office to go through all of our personal information and gut every government agency that has some oversight over what Trump's corruption is. But you have no money to take care of the American people. I done seen countless videos of these goofballs going out kidnapping people left and right center. I done seen it. I can't for the life of me understand why these motherfucking people think for 2 seconds that this is living good. This is making America great. This is making America great. It's making America great. Yep, Michelle. They wearing poo-shiesty masks and coming out in unmarked vehicles, targeting everybody. That's what they're doing. exactly what they're doing. They don't care. The level of insanity here in this country is insane. Like, I don't see how any of this stuff makes America better. I don't see how none of this shit does any good. I don't see it. Prices are still going to get higher. Yep, these people are getting more and more bold with their racist antics. They're protecting pedophiles, for God's sake. So, if the Epstein list don't exist, according to Pam Bundy, then why did the Republicans vote against releasing it then, since it don't exist? Anyways, I done had enough of this shit for the one day. Shout out to every last one of you guys, man. Thanks to everybody who done smashed the like button, everybody done hit super chats and all that, and shared your ideas and all this good stuff. I'm going to bed. I gotta go to work tomorrow. So y'all have yourselves a good night. I'll see y'all on the next go round.